Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 11 of Authentic. And so I finished up all my in-person yoga classes last night. They all ended a week late because in week 3 of the yoga term, Yosef cut his hand really badly with a circular saw and he had to have surgery and I had to dash him into the hospital and there was all this stuff. So all the terms ended a week late. And so last night I was just talking about, that strategy for winter. For me, this is a strategy for winter, turning up here and moving, doing my morning walk, my first coffee in the morning, the rituals and the routines and the connection in my day. And so right now, as you rest here, as you sit here, as you lie here, just find something in your day that you do that you really enjoy doing. So it could be the beginning moment of a walk. It could be that end moment of a walk when you just land in the gate. It could be that first cup of coffee, the greeting of the dogs in the morning, the first hug of the morning from someone, whatever it might be. Find something that you do daily that you really love and just think about it. Just think about that thing right now. And as you think about the thing that you love doing, feel your body and notice what happens to your body. So resources are a gift that just keeps giving. So not only in the doing of something in your daily life that brings you joy or connection or a sense of wellness in your life, but also even thinking about it brings you joy and connection and a sense of health in your life. And so whatever that resource was, think about the next 4 weeks, the next 6 weeks into the deep of the winter. And then as we travel out of the winter, and maybe actively pursue that thing, really practice it daily and enjoy it. And then during the day, think back on the thing that you love doing. And maybe there's several things you love doing and that you start cultivating a really strong practice of resources. But just see, what can you actively pursue in your wellness in a sense of, taking action towards a strategy for the winter. That was a lot of talking. So come lie on your back. Come. I'm just going to light my candle. So yes, loads of you know Nullig, my yoga teacher. She was also your yoga teacher. And I got quite a few texts. So even last night in class, people were saying that they really enjoyed the story of Nullig's candle. And then just randomly, my candle ran out in class last night. And I had to start a whole new candle. So yeah, it was just this beautiful moment of memory. So landing in on the right and then drop both knees down to the right. Let's feel that through your belly. And come back up to center and drop both knees down to the left. And back up to center. Both knees to the right. Center. And then both knees to the left. Center. And then just travel. Just journey from one side to the other, feeling through the back of your body. And through the deep of the belly, the deep of the hips. Back to center. So now, I'll go sideways for this. So your 2 feet are on the floor, your feet are flattened. Only drop the right knee out to the right. And how can you bring the right thigh all the way down to the floor? My left buttock has lifted off the floor. Come back up to center. And again, keeping the left leg stable, bring the right thigh down to the floor and come back up to center. So just feel that. How do you get your thigh or your shin or your calf to the floor, your ankle to the floor, your knee to the floor? And the left side is adapting. Left side is lifting. There's a widening through the groins. And just feel, how do I get my right thigh down to the floor while keeping the left side steady and on the left? Nice. Try the other side. Left side travels down. Let it travel all the way to the floor or as close as. Come back up to center. Left side, center, left side, center. How smooth can you make this movement? So on the right side for me, it was very connected and smooth the whole way. And then on the left side, there was like a disconnect somewhere in the movement. So just see, can you stay connected? Can you stay present? Can you stay smooth the whole journey of the movement? Nice. Then we're going to do opposites. Right leg down, come back up. And then left leg down, come back up. And I'm keeping the center leg, the knee is staying center. I'm really like actively keeping my knee center as I send my right leg down, as I send my left leg down. Nice. So lift your knees up in the air. And we're going to practice something similar. It's been a while since I've done this one, a few years maybe. So keeping your left knee where it is, how do you get the right thigh to the floor? And then come back up to center. My feet are in the air. And then try it again. Keeping your left knee where it is, bring the right thigh to the floor, come back up. And the left side, the buttock lifts off the floor and there's an arch into my back as I do this. Left thigh to the floor. No, right thigh to the floor, sorry. Right thigh to the floor. One more time. Right thigh to the floor. And then back to center. Other side, left thigh to the floor. And it's much more active with my legs in the air because I have to stabilize. I have to engage my core. There's more balance involved. There's more range involved. It's kind of a moment where it's like I push my hips towards the left to get my left thigh down. It's like I widen and engage. And then we're going to do one side, then the other side. So right thigh down, left thigh down, right thigh down, left thigh down. Cool. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Pause. So we're going to try it with one of our legs straight. So bend your right knee and try and bring your right thigh down to the floor and then come back up. So now my left leg is straight up towards the ceiling and it has to adapt, so as I draw my right leg down, my left leg has to do something so that I can get there. Nice. Other side, right leg up, left thigh to the floor. I was doing something. I was stepping out of the car or something yesterday, getting something, and suddenly my groin went, oh my God, you've been working me. So yeah, maybe you're noticing over the last few days that we've been really working into the deep inner thighs and the groins. Left thigh down. One more time. Left thigh down. Nice. Great. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Roll into your ankles. Pause. Now then roll in the other direction. So let's try this the other way. So bend your left knee and slowly lower your right leg down and see how far down can you bring your right leg. And so you might get all the way down to the floor with your leg, your left bum is off the floor, and it's your right elbow that'll help bring you back. So how do you bring your right thigh all the way down to the floor? And then come back. Right thigh, foot down to the floor. Come back. One last time. Right thigh to the floor. And come back. Other side. Stretch your left leg long. Right knee is bent. Right knee is going to stay center. Drop the left thigh down. Need quite a lot of space for this. Maybe you're sideways on your mat to create more space. Left thigh down. You're really allowing a sense of movement through the pelvis while your right knee stays center. One last time. Left thigh down. Nice. Come back to center, both feet to the floor. And just begin to roll up and down along your spine. So rising up and rolling down. Up. Rolling down. Rising up and pause. Just get a feeling of your feet on the floor, shoulders are wide, bum is squeezing, sense of stability. Nice. So, we're going to try something out. Okay, so walk your feet slightly closer together. Roll up along your spine and then draw your right knee up into the air. So your right foot is off the floor and your right knee is center. Brace your elbows deeply into the floor. Draw your right knee out to the side and then come back up to center. And my hips are in the air. Right knee out to the side. And let your pelvis move as much as it wants to. So maybe you bring your right thigh, it's not going to touch the floor, I don't think. It's a little bit too far. Just right knee out to the side, let your pelvis move. Back to center, right knee out to the side, and center. Change sides. Right foot to the floor, lift your left knee up. Left foot is off the floor, and draw your left knee out to the side. My left elbow is really active as I do this, and my pelvis is spinning towards the left to follow my leg, and then it comes back to center. So I think this is eccentric, or maybe it's concentric. So we're contracting, we're stabilizing, but we're also lengthening and twisting. Really quite cool. One more time. Bum is in the air, drop your left knee out to the side. Come back to center, drop your bum down, arms wide, and do a passive twist. So now there's no work in the twist. Just resting down, both knees to the right. Find your belly, deepen your breath. So how do you actually let go here? So really kind of go, poof, poof, poof. Like drop out of any effort. Nice. Come back up to center and drop your knees down towards the left. Pause. Nice. Come back up to center. Roll all the way over and come up into your cat pose. So your hands are on the floor, your knees are on the floor. Round your back deeply and pause there. So you're rounding your back, you're tucking your tailbone under, maybe squeeze through the bum a little bit, tuck your chin in, lengthen through the back of your neck. And I always imagine, I don't know why I imagine this, but I imagine that it's like there's an elephant trying to travel underneath me and I have to lift higher. So as soon as I think of an elephant crawling beneath me or traveling beneath me, my belly engages, my ribs engage, my chest engages. Somehow that imagination really works for how my body connects. So see what you need. If an elephant walking beneath your chest works, then great. So lift even higher. How would you lift, lift, lift? And then travel back, keeping your back rounded. And as soon as your back stops rounding, that's the limit of your movement. So stop when your back stops rounding. So there's a certain point, if I go too far, my back will start to arch. So that means I've gone too far. So stay rounded and pause before your back stops rounding. And just travel forward and backwards. So you're sitting your bum back and traveling your weight into your hands. And I'm keeping my back really rounded as I do this. I have to slow things down. I have to. There's very interesting connections. Each part of this movement is interesting. So as you slow down, just notice each part of this movement is interesting. Nice, every direction. Arching your back. Chest is moving forward. You're looking at a place just in front of your yoga mat. Travel back and forward. And as I do this, there's a certain point where I can really feel that my back wants to start rounding, so I stop at that point. I'm really letting the arch have importance. Traveling forward and backwards, arching your back. Nice. So we're going to change it up. Round your back. Sit your bum back. When you're all the way back, arch your back. Maybe your elbows bend. Maybe your arms stay straight, as you wish. Travel forward. Round your back. Sit your bum back. Arching your back. Traveling forward. Round your back. Sit your bum back. Arching, traveling forward. Round your back. Sit your bum back. Arching, traveling forward. Change direction. So arching, traveling back. Rounding, traveling forward. Arching, traveling back. So your elbows might want to bend. There's a certain point where when my back is arching, I really want to bend my elbows. It's like a natural part of the connections in my body. One more time. As you arch, travel back. You round, traveling forward. Cool. Bring your right knee forward between your two hands. Come into zigzag. Sitting up tall. Your zigzag, your right buttock is a bit heavier on the floor. Make fists out of your hands and roll deeply into your wrists. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Open your fingers wide. Make fists. Open your fingers wide. And make fists. One more time. Fingers wide. Make fists. Super. Bring your right hand to the floor. Bring your left hand across to the right shoulder. And twist and look behind you to the right. And then come back to center and travel as far to the left as you can with your left elbow. Nice. Twist towards the right, traveling around the corner. And then come all the way back. Travel towards the left. One last time. Over towards the right. Right hand is on the floor behind you. You're turning your chest towards the right. Left hand is resting on the front of your chest on the left, on the right. And your chest is opening and you're looking behind you, spiraling towards the right behind you. Nice. Come back to center. Change the zigzag of your legs, both knees to the left. Bring your left hand to the floor behind you, right hand to your shoulder across the front of your chest, and then spiral towards the left and look behind you. Your right elbow is really moving around the corner. Come back. Bring your right elbow as far to the right as you can go. And then back towards the left, spiraling. And then back. All right. Last one. Spiral towards the left and pause. Nice. Back to center, stretch your legs out long, grab your belt. Just gonna do one last movement. So whatever it is that you have, old pair of yoga pants, and you want that the length of what you're holding apart is kind of shoulder distance apart. Okay. And then slowly rise up. So find your seat, push down into the floor with your bum, and then rise upwards with your arms. Nice. Bend your elbows and see, does the belt come down in front of your face, on top of your head, or behind your head? Stretch your arms, bend your elbows so that your belt comes down in front of your face, rising up. And then see where it comes down when you're at your end of range. There's no expectation that it should be anywhere, just notice where it is. And one more time, bend your elbows down in front of your face. Up. Bend your elbows, see where your end of range is, wherever that is. Up. Pull your hands forward in front of you. Pull your belt apart and then twist towards the right. Keep pulling apart as you twist. Nice. Slowly lower your two hands down to the mat. Keep pulling your belt apart. Come back up to center. Keeping the twist to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Keep the twist. Hands down in front of your chest. Come back to center and over towards the left. Keep pulling your belt apart. There's a sense of a tension in your arms, a tone pulling apart. Slowly lower down, keeping that pulling apart happening. Center. Keep the pulling apart happening. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Back to center. And then just twist from left to right. So over towards the right. How far can you go? Back to center. And then over towards the left. And center. Over towards the right. Center. And over towards the left. Nice. Center. Drop your belt. Just roll your shoulders. And roll in the other direction. Wow, that was really nice on my shoulders. Nice. So grab your chair if you're staying for meditation, or go scooch yourself over to your chair or your table, couch, side of the bed, whatever you're doing. Block for underneath your head, or pillow or book, blanket or eye cushion as you wish. Really setting yourself up for comfort. Place your calves on the chair. And for me, always, I like that when my feet are dropped, they're not touching the back of the chair. Block underneath the back of my head. I make sure that it's not touching my shoulders. I consciously place my body down on the floor, on the back of your hands, on the floor, palms facing upwards, and then just unpack your shoulders and then see where your arm, my arms go so much wider when I unpack my shoulders. It's quite amazing. So, landing in. Pause. So we're going to follow the exhalation down into the deep pause. And I've been really dwelling on this notion, or this feeling, that the exhale and the pause at the end of exhale really mirrors the deep dark and dropping into the solstice. And so the pause at the end of your exhalation has a quality of something. And we're just going to travel into the pause at the end of the exhalation. So as you exhale, just feel the body sinking, feel the body dropping, and then see, is there a moment of pause before you inhale? And then again, as you exhale, traveling down through the exhalation, lengthening the exhalation, and just see, is there a moment of pause before the inhale. I often feel that this sense of the breath and diving into the breath is really, there's so many layers to it. So there's the layer of what do I let go of to travel into the pause? I let go of doing, I let go of, there's some existential statement about moving into the pause for me. So just feel that. Just feel into your body. It's like diving, like letting go of the side of the pool and traveling out into the deep end of the pool a little bit. Or it's a little bit like jumping off a cliff sometimes in a really wonderful way. It's like there's a free fall quality to it. But there's also stuff that you meet in that pause. And so I've been reflecting just on the sensations. There's an emotional quality, there's a fragility, a vulnerability. There's loads of different layers of emotion in the pause. So let's just meet the emotion that we feel as we move into the pause. The inhale is always there, it's always returning. But just notice what happens when we meet the exhale and the pause at the end of the exhale. What would resource you or support you to meet more of the pause? And then let go of the breath completely and pause at the end of the breath work. So just rest, like fall out of any doing, any examination of the breath. Just let all effort go. Let your body do what it does, feeling, sensing, just being in rest as you lie here. Really doing nothing. And as you drop into doing nothing, what's the sense of you? How do you feel when there's not action or doing involved? Can you be with this place? Wonderful. So if you can stay here, do rest in the pause. Take another few minutes, another few moments. How do we rest into those layers of us that just are? the layers of us that are, yeah, how do we be present in a non-doing state? How do we meet ourselves just there? Nice. So wonderful. So I will see you all tomorrow. Day 12 of Authentic. Traveling into the deep dark, only 10 days left until the winter solstice, until the great pause, the deep drop. And so that feeling that we get at the end of the exhalation, I think all of nature is doing that when the sun stops for the solstice. It's like this moment of awe, of suspended something. You know, it's a quiet shake travels through the planet, or you know, it's just this, whoa, wow. And so yeah, what's your, yeah, do you have a plan for the winter solstice? Are you going to do something? Usually I go and I sit on a rock with Yosef and we set intentions for the year. We have this moment where we just, yeah, we think about the year that's just gone, and we have a solar intention for the year, and yeah, we set a sense of, yeah, I wonder what will happen in the next year, and where are we going, what are we doing. We spend, yeah, an hour or two on a rock down on the beach. It's very nice. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day of authentic.